Austin Applebee. Jacob, hit it.
My name is Austin Applebee. I play tight end, and I'm from Seneca, Illinois.
My junior, senior year I spent at USC. That was a great opportunity just to be able to be around high-level competition day in, day out. It was a fantastic ride. What I can do different than most is just go up and get the ball and have the ability to put my hand down and get my hands inside and drive a block and finish a play. I like to lay the lumber.
Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
In the FCF, right?
Yeah.
We don't do a coin toss at the beginning of the game. It's rock, paper, scissors. This is high stakes rock, paper, scissors. All about the mind games. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ow! Boom!
So yeah, I got him good. He gave me the lowdown on what he was gonna throw. I think he thought maybe I wasn't gonna throw rock a second time, but I run the ball until you can't stop the run. That's how I like to play.
That looks like you could eat an entire Applebee.
I'll give you that one.
Himself, Austin Applebee, surrounded by snow. My goodness.
Yeah. Up in Alaska, baby.
You're in Alaska?
Oh yeah, visiting my sister.
That's amazing, dude.
I was like trying to get in touch with him, and then I get him on the phone, like, "Hey man, what's going on? Where are you?" He's like, "I'm in Alaska." I'm like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, yep. I was out on the trail. Didn't have my phone on me. It gets too cold.
Are you like training for the Iditarod leading into season 2 or what?
No, my sister lives up here, and I'm just helping out. It's a good time though. She's showing me around. We went on a few hikes. Great time.
I mean, I'm so intrigued by Alaska. How far up are we? Is it the kind of, are we getting Northern Lights kind of situation? What's going on?
I was asking about the Northern Lights today. She said that you can see them around 2 a.m. though. You got to stay up.
Okay.
But I'm in Anchorage, so it's more southern Alaska.
Gotcha.
But right on the coast.
Is your sister military?
No, my brother-in-law trains military. I think Air Force.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
You usually get Alaska or Hawaii. My dad got Hawaii, so.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad draw right there.
Alaska, Hawaii.
Pros and cons, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less cons for Hawaii.
So Austin, when you're not a Viking, what do you do for a living?
Well, for now, I have been able to train and focus on football, but over the holidays, I worked at my aunt's store in Chicago. Shout out RR1. And I mean, I've done some odd jobs throughout the last year. 2 years ago, I ruptured a ligament in my foot, so I was like just sidelined for a whole year, trying to get back to training shape and just being able to walk and do all the little things again.
Damn.
You said Chicago, you Illinois? You're in Illinois?
Oh,
Seneca.
Yep. That's where I was working for my aunt in Chicago over the holidays. It gets pretty crazy, so she needs all hands on deck.
Yeah, man.
But I stay out in Utah now, so I'm at elevation.
You're just training for the season. We go down to sea level for the season, so you don't have to worry about that, Austin.
Oh yeah.
I got to give a shout out to our sponsor, Tyson Chicken, who presents this segment. It's Hungry for the Season. We're here with Austin Applebee, tight end, Viking. He's tough to get at. He's tough to keep out of the end zone. If you guys are watching right now and you're a fan of any of the OG teams or old school teams, or you're a new fan of some of these new school teams, Ray, you got to take a look at Austin Applebee. We had a heck of a time talking to you in LA. I know you turned some heads in LA. Especially your quads, I believe they were a topic of conversation.
Nice.
Those and the Dukes. You had the daisies on, bro.
Oh yeah. I don't like them long.
It's LA.
You can't show off the quads if they're too long, you know.
Yeah. Quadzilla himself, Ray. Quadzilla himself.
When you so since we're talking to Procter & Gamble, we want to know, what conditioner do you use?
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I use whatever my girlfriend has. That's I put my trust in her hands. She knows how to take care of my hair better than I do, at least.
Right now, fans are voting on what team, Austin, you should join. Zapper's currently in the lead. Bob Menery, one of the owners of the Zappers, who was at the LA tryout, had his eye on you as well. Austin, what are you looking forward to in the season?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to just high-level competition. That's what I'm all about. I just like to go out there, give my best. I like it when everybody gives their best and the competition is neck and neck, but I'm just looking forward to playing again at a high level.
Man, they've already nicknamed you Apple Beast.
Apple Beast.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Is that Is that a first time for that? No, it can't be, right?
No, it's not. A lot of nouns after Apple have been in the works, but Apple Beast seems to stick.
So tell us some of your background with USC.
Okay, well, it was a crazy journey to get there, but in 2017, I graduated from Arizona Western College in Yuma, which should have had the national championship. I'm still a little salty.
Damn.
But anyways, it's how it goes. But I had the opportunity to walk on at SC. I had very good grades coming out of Arizona Western, so that helped with like a academic scholarship grant, and
nice.
Then I was able to earn a scholarship the following year, which definitely helped out. But anyways, it was awesome. Like, I took an unofficial visit there to see Notre Dame versus USC in the Coliseum.
Woo.
And it was the game that Adoree Jackson scored 3 touchdowns, and I was like, if I ever had an opportunity to go to a program like this, I would have to. I would never forgive myself if I didn't give it a try,
Yeah.
And just luck of the draw, but worked hard for that opportunity at the same time, and just got real lucky to be able to capitalize on it.
I mean, people don't realize this. One of my best friends is he was a walk-on at Tennessee back in the 90s, 4 years, and he would end up being a 5th-year senior. And I remember when they gave him his scholarship, and I used to see like how hard he worked. He worked no less than anybody else, like probably even harder. And I think that's something that when you just said that, it literally, I mean, I had no thought of what type of person you are as a player, but just the fact that I know that that's what you did, people don't realize that, man. Though there's not many guys that can do that because a lot of times walk-ons are there because they're like, you know what, they could just train and they could be, practice squad. But you worked your ass off to get on the kickoff team, the special teams, and then to become a tight in the roster lineup for us, man. That speaks a lot about your work habits, man, and that was good to know. The fans needed to hear that.
I mean, if you want to you come out of that with a chip on your shoulder. You go into it with a chip on your shoulder. You come out of it with keep that chip, and you learn to work. You see a lot of kind of prima donna type coming in, like they had the world at their fingertips, and then they start competing with grown men, and it's like it's a different world. But you just learn to compete, nose to the grindstone.
If you guys win a championship in FCF, will you cut your hair?
Oof. Is that really an option? Does it have to be? I mean, I'll do anything to win at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. I'm here to win,
I like that attitude, Ray. I like that attitude.
I like to win ball games.
Listen, poll went up, and you, the voting Glacier Boys, they're feeling you. You're up in Alaska, home of glaciers.
Okay. Yeah,
a lot of glaciers up there.
That.
I mean, the league, the beautiful part about the league is you could play for, 3 or 4 of the different teams, depending on draft night and where you get drafted, and where they find you a home. The nice thing is you are hard to miss, Austin. First of all, you're a giant. Second of all, you have a beautiful head of hair. I mean, Ray, take off your hat. Ray and I have been begging for hair like that our entire life, man. I mean, we don't have.
No, it's just, I wasn't born. I just do what I can with what I got,
Hey, see, I like that answer. Good answer.
Nothing wrong with that.
Come on. I can imagine Austin, like we come home after practice at the hotel, and Austin's just out back, just chopping down a tree. Just like that's how he gets his workout in. He's like Rocky IV, right? You like that?
Oh yeah, I'm about that. I like to get my hands gritty. I'm all
How
about
did
that.
how did you think you did at the combine at the LA tryout?
I thought I did well. I
Mhm.
mean, won every one I won, but one, and really I beat him on the route. It was a tough ball to catch. I got one hand on it. I still could have gotten it, but it was like over the guy. So I was like trying to bring it back around. And other than that, I mean, I'm not sure how I tested. I don't know any of the numbers. I haven't done like a 40 or a shuttle in a while, but
I
I
say
mean, it was
I say
cool.
that to everybody. I say that to everybody. Like I don't, Jinx is me and that's where me and Jinx differ a little bit.
Yeah,
Jinx is
yeah.
more about that time, and I'm more so like, look, I know how much
Well,
people got to train that. You got to train the
yeah,
40. You got
yeah.
to train the
It
14.
really is a that's why people do train their pro day
Yeah,
type stuff. I mean, but I like it as a baseline too. I mean, if you stay in a range, obviously you got it if you're in that range
yeah.
without training for it. So I mean, I thought I did well though overall. Just I like winning one on ones. I love one on ones, and it's like it's chess not checkers. It's set them up, make a move. It's good. Go up and get the ball, which is it's one of my favorite things to do is go up and get the ball.
Boom. The segment's brought to you by Tyson Chicken. We're hungry for the season. Where's the hunger come? Football's such a tough sport. Where's the hunger come from you to keep like just grinding, catching that ball,
Yeah.
going in one after the other? It takes a special person. I am not that special person. Ray knows this. I like to eat the chicken while watching football. Okay. Doesn't matter
I
what
don't blame
flavor it
you.
is.
I don't blame you. I like eating chicken just as much as everybody else. But so I started when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
Always kind of had a natural knack at getting the ball. I think it's just from playing different sports growing up, having a bunch of older siblings, and just competing. And my team did not win a game for 3 years. 3 years, no winning.
What?
0-8,
Ooh,
0-8, 0-8, 2-6, four and
ooh,
four, and that because we started the program right when I was just
Wow.
that first year of the program, just beat down, beat down, beat down. But you improve, you build this camaraderie, even as little kids with your best friends. I mean, it's hard to beat, even when you're losing. But you just learn to keep working, and eventually you start winning games. And by my senior year in high school, went to the playoffs for the first time in 13
Damn.
years. My Not a football school, basketball school mostly, but it's just something that I've always said baseball really is like my favorite sport, my first love maybe, and I love the fast competition of basketball, but game day football, there's nothing like it. If you want like adrenaline and just know that it's 11 on 11 modern day gladiators, it's all there.
yeah.
I'm
I'm
getting
a,
the
I'm a,
chills
I'm
thinking
a,
about it.
Woo!
I'm gonna ask
Let's
a question
go.
that I'm gonna ask a question that Joe Ruck has asked because I was gonna ask the same question.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to hear you catching the ball, and you did well. I was out there, and you definitely caught my eye, and I was like, we got to watch 45, so he's doing. I said that a few times, but how are you in blocking though? Because you got
Oh, I'll run the ball all day. If you can't stop 4 yards, I don't. We might as well put together a 5 minute drive and score every time. I'll run the ball till we need to throw the ball. I mean, I love that. I love finishing a block. I love the leverage. I love the drive. And that's one on one all day. I mean, or it doesn't always have to be one on one, especially toward the ends when it's a tackle and a good blocking tight end. But I love that. I love putting my hand in the ground. My JUCO, it was all power counter stretch. I mean, we hardly
okay,
threw the ball.
yeah,
And I
okay.
mean, you learn to fight in that realm too. I mean, JUCO is another dog too in itself, but it's
Hey man, we look. Hey, JUCO was just the guys that something happened and they just didn't make it. But there used
yep.
to be some beasts that come out of the
Oh
JUCO.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You be like, woo, you,
My whole team basically was Division One. They all went to
yeah,
different
always,
Division Ones. So I mean, it
always,
was
Damn.
crazy.
always. Yeah,
Wow.
always. JUCO colleges are filled with ballers, filled
Oh
with
yeah. Oh yeah.
As we'd say in Pittsburgh, 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Just run the
Yeah.
football. Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. Yeah, I love
I'm all
it,
about
man.
that. Growing up, we didn't even think about throwing the ball until it was third and long, or fourth
Yeah.
and long until the end of the game. So, and then you just throw it to me, and then I'm not gonna score the 40 points we need, but I might get a touchdown at the end of the game.
So if I go back and look at like your 4th grade class picture, are you the tallest kid in the classroom for sure?
I was until 6th grade, and then my friends started growing taller than me, and then when I was 5'8", 135 going into high school, and then as a sophomore I was 6'2", and then it
Damn.
just kept going.
Eating that Tyson chicken, Ray. Eating that Tyson chicken.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say, man.
Come on.
And before we get you
I
off,
need all
like,
of it.
before we get you off, tell us like what at the FCF we always talk about more than an athlete. How can you use this platform to if there's something else that you're doing, you want the world to see. What is that hobby or that thing that you're working on, that thing you want to be, or that entrepreneurship, something that you're working on? Tell us anything about you that we don't know.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I think in just my play itself, really, I would like to show that competition is healthy. I mean, it's good. It's something that we all need to strive, because it makes us better when we compete. We all play at a high level. You win with dignity, you lose with dignity. You carry yourself the same way you carried yourself in the game, the way you carry yourself out the game, whether you won or you lost. So, I mean, that's something that I've always felt like I've been a good teammate overall, because I'm all about winning the game at the end of the day with the team that we put in the blood, sweat, the tears. I mean, it's something that we see a lot of today, where it's like a lot of me, I mean, you see those guys and their teams end up presenting them because of all the negative attention that player will bring on themselves. To me, I want the gears. I want the grease on the gears. I want the river flowing. I just want the team to be first, and I think that's something that if you get a solid squad of guys who put the team first, those are the teams that are successful.
Hell yeah. Austin Applebee, the Apple Beast. Thanks for joining us here on Tyson's Hungry for the Season. I know we're very excited to see you play. We're still looking for a lot of tight ends out there, but you were a standout stud at tight end. You threw a hell of a game of rock, paper, scissors, let me tell you. Hell of a game.
He shouldn't have he gave me the blueprint, and I was like, okay, I'm going to run with it. Hey, I'm going to run it till I need to throw it,
Exactly. Boom. Way to wrap it up. Austin, we're going to bring you back on soon. Can't wait to see you in Atlanta. Stay safe there in Anchorage. Enjoy the snow, and we'll see you when it's warm. All right, brother.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
You got it.
Thanks, appreciate you.
Austin Applebee, Tyson's Hungry for the Season.